Welcome guys, welcome back to our channel Gurukulam. Today in our session 15th we will discuss idioms and phrases. So here that is part 2. Already we have discussed many idioms and phrases in previous session. So today we will discuss which are likely to come in your exam. So guys, here you need to fill in the blanks with appropriate idiom phrases to make the statement meaningful and complete. So let's start. First one is, don't you think you dash by not showing up at the meeting you underwent so much of trouble to organize? So here guys, let's have options. Made your head spin, burnt bridges, cut corners, got a taste of your own medicine, hung in there. So guys, first one is made your head spin. You need to know the meaning of the phrase, which is cause one to be giddy, dazed or confused. Like say for example, the figures in this tax return make my head spin. This phrase employs spin in the sense of rapidly gyrating. Alright. Next one is burnt bridge, which means to destroy one's path, connection, reputation, opportunities, particularly intentionally. Cut corners, which means to do something quickly and not as well as you should. Okay? Sometimes we need we need to be careful, right? And do things patiently. Okay, that is just opposite to cut corners. Alright, taste, got a taste of your own medicine. This phrase means someone should have the same unpleasant experience that they themselves have given to someone to show them how bad it is. For example, now you see how it feels to have someone call you names. He got a taste of his own medicine when she decided to turn up late, right? So these are some examples. It means to give experience what you, bad experience what you have got from that person. You are returning same to the, or that person is returning it from either you or by someone else. Alright. Hung in there. Hung in there means remain persistent and determined in difficult circumstances. So here, let's see what context is this. Don't you think you dash by not showing up at the meeting you underwent so much of trouble to organize? So that person organizes trouble for that person, okay, first person. So here the second option, burnt bridge, which means to destroy one's path. The another person destroy connection or reputation, or you can say takes his opportunities away. Alright, so here B is your correct answer. Next one is, never was there a time when I did not dash to help them, when I did not came to help them, okay, right, or came forward to help them. But now as I seek their support, they don't even have the courtesy to offer the least possible help. Okay, so let's have options. Make heads or tails. Make my day. So this will be incorrect. Make my day doesn't fit. Okay, we need something like when I never was there a time when I did not came to help them. Okay, so we need words came or come forward, like that. So make my day is incorrect. You need to first do odd one out, okay, pair. So here we have removed this option, make my day. Now go out of record, like we say now, off the record. Fourth one is pass the buck. Fifth one is bend over backwards. So let's see the meaning. Make heads or tails. It means make heads or tails of someone or something. To understand someone or something that someone has said. I can't make heads or tails of Fred, right? Usually with the negative, right? So this doesn't suits in the blank, okay? So let's move to next, make my day. So everyone must be knowing this meaning, make my day, make someone's day special, right? Make an otherwise ordinary or dull day pleasingly pleasingly memorable for someone, right? By giving surprises or doing new things, okay? So go out of record, that is off the record, okay? If you tell somebody something off the record, it is not yet official and you do not want it to be repeated publicly, right? Okay, so like she told me off the record that she was going to resign. So it again, it doesn't suits in our blank, okay? So next one is pass the buck, which means shift the responsibility for something to someone else. So this is somewhat related to the sentence, okay? Shift the responsibility for something to someone else. Now last one is bend over backwards. So we are left with these two options, bend over backwards, which means make every effort to achieve something, okay? So here, never was there a time when I did not make every effort to achieve or to help them. So this makes sense, right? Especially to be fair or helpful, you can say. So here, correct option is D, bend over backward. Sorry, E. Alright? E, bend over backwards. Let's move to next. So guys, here phrases are given and you need to take the correct meaning of that phrase. So let's have question. They go to the beach when they should be hitting the books and then they wonder why they get low marks. So let's have options: scrutinizing, studying, reflecting, chew over, exploring. So guys, before discussing meaning, we can get our answer very easily by looking at low marks and books related to study, right? But I will give you the meaning of each word. Scrutinizing, scrutinize, which means examine or inspect closely and thoroughly. All right. So next one is studying, to study, alright, to study in a serious and determined way. Next one is reflecting, which means throwback without absorbing it. Next one is chew over, chew over. These mainly who are very tensed person or who are used to be in stress, always used to chew over, alright. If you chew something over, you keep thinking about it. He tends to chew things over too much in his mind. Now exploring, exploring means travel through in order to learn about it, okay. Tour, you can say tour. So here the correct option will be studying. Let's move to next. The spring stock came to hand last week. Alright, so here we have option very low, very high, hands-on, arrived, none of the above. So guys, here all the options are very simple, okay. You must be knowing the meaning of each word. So here the correct option, how we can decide what is the correct answer. So let's discuss. The spring stock, the spring stock came means arrived, right? Came to hand last week. So arrived last week. Here the correct answer will be D, arrived, which means received or arrive. Alright. So here came to hand means received or arrived. Guys, here you have been given idioms or phrases, and you need to tick the correct alternative meanings to the given phrase. So here, first one is to cut the wool off a sheep or other animal. Let's have options: to mow, to prune, to pare, to shear, none of these. So guys, let's have explanation. Mow, which means cut down grass with a machine. Prune means to cut off branches from a tree, bush or plant, especially so that it will grow better. Pare means to trim something by cutting away its outer edges. While shear is cut the wool off. So D is your correct answer. Guys, shear, you must have heard sheep shearing. It is the process by which the woolen fleece of a sheep is cut off. The person who removes the sheep wool is called a shearer. So here your correct answer is shear. Let's move to next slide. To give the devil his due. Let's have options: to punish the wrong person, to give credit to even a notorious person, to let the enemy learn the lesson on his own, to stand in the way of devil. Here, to give the devil his due is to give credit to even a notorious person. Guys, here the idiom give the devil his due means to give credit to an opponent, merits, grudgingly or not, the acclamation of some goodness in a bad person, thing or situation. Second option correctly explains the meaning of the idiom. Next one is keep one's powder dry, which means to be cautious. Let's have options: to be fussy, to remain cautious, to be angry and violent, to remain unmarried. None of these. Here explanation: the idiom keeps one's powder ready means to remain cautious and ready for a possible emergency. Thus second option is the correct choice. Next one is a doubting Thomas. Let's have options: a habitually doubtful person, an ignorant person, a boisterous person, a helpful person, or none of these. Guys, from here the word doubting gives clear indication that A must be correct. Let's see its explanation. The idiom a doubting Thomas is used for someone who has a habitually doubtful nature. So here the first option is the correct choice. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching our video, and please do share, like and subscribe. We will definitely going to come with relevant topics related to your upcoming exams. And till then, thank you and take care. Stay tuned.